Hello there, morons! Welcome back to Japanese for Morons. This is a Japanese for Morons only lesson because it's a very specific language only lesson. I have been in Japan for 28 years. I've been studying Japanese on and off for all that time by myself and at proper schools. And one of the most interesting things about Japan, and something that still gives me trouble, is something called onomatopoeia, or as Japanese you would say gyongo and giseigo. And what I've done here, let me explain those words first for you. Just a minute here. I'm going to explain these words first. First, onomatopoeia, difficult word, even in English to spell. We have three types of onomatopoeia. We have gyongo, which is a sound of nature, an inanimate object, for example, a door slamming, or a kick, or a punch, or something. Giseigo, which is a sound of animals make or humans make, for example, a pig saying boo boo. That would be the sound that. Just so we go back up here. Bata bata, no, that's not it. That's pata pata suru or doki doki suru, sound of nature, like your heart beating, because it sounds like doki 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 doki. I guess that would be gyongo. And giseigo is animals make or people make. And then gitaigo, which is the most interesting one, and we don't really have it in English so much. It describes a physical condition. And that's what I like to talk about today. I broke my hand. I think I broke my hand. I hope I didn't break my hand. But anyway, I hurt my hand. I fell off my bicycle. My fingers went all the way back to the point that when I got up, some old woman who'd seen the whole thing walked up to me and said, "Are you okay? It looks like your hand broke," because my hand went all the way back like that. But as you can see, my fingers are okay. They seem to fine. But my actual palm is swollen. And one of my students said, "Pattsun pattun," to me. And I'd never heard that before. And I study hard, and I like to think that I have a pretty good handle on typical Japanese. And I wasn't familiar with that expression. I asked Yukari about it. She said it's not the most common way. It is apparently Kansai Ben, which is a Kansai dialect, the Osaka area. But the more common way to say something is swollen, I thought I would give you today. So to give you some more useful Japanese. So today's lesson, we're going to talk about easy ways to say something is swollen. One way is panpan des. So something is swollen. You can use this if you see a chubby girl, like a chubby baby's legs, how their legs are chubby or their arms are chubby. Panpan des, or someone's fat, chubby face. Panpan des. You can also use it when you eat a lot and your belly is full. You can say onaka ga panpan. It's not describing the sound of the stomach, but the sound of the visual appearance of your stomach. And you might say of yourself because you feel like it's full, right? Oh, onaka ga panpan. Onaka ga panpan. Right? Now the word pan alone in Japanese means bread, but there's no connection to this. It's just the sound. It's just the visual feeling of the way it looks when you look at a stomach. You think, oh, it looks panpan. So that's something, I guess it's very Japanese. But I think if you study quite a few of these, you'll tend to agree. You'll say, yeah, that if I were to describe that picture in words, I would say panpan. Now, panpan ni, if you add ni to it, it turns into a kind of adverb, and you can add a verb to it and expand your vocabulary. For example, panpan ni hareru. Now there are two types of hareru. One hareru is when the sky is clear. Another hareru is when something is swollen, and that's the kanji for that there, hareru. Something is swollen. There's also fukuramu, and to give you an adjective to it, if you say panpan ni fukuranda, you can add that to a noun and say something is bulging. For example, your wallet or saifu would be panpan ni fukuranda saifu. My wallet is swollen. That would be cool. Full of money and credit cards and things, not bills, of course. So you can use it for that, things that are bulging at the same. Now, the word pattsun I'd never seen before. Let's see, let's separate it. It's basically the repetition of two words. But a lot of these are that. And in English, I would say it's akin to alliteration. And we like to repeat the first letter. It gives you kind of a musical feeling. And the same in Japanese, but they do it by just repeating the sound. Pattsun pattsun. You'll see a lot of these. Anyway, if you look it up, oh, there we go. Pattsun pattsun, I found this image here. And you click on this and you find this girl who is looking at herself in the mirror, and she says, "Oh, this looks pretty good on me. Kekko ikeru janai? Mune ga kitsui kashira? I wonder if my chest is too tight." And another woman over here on the left is saying, "Oi, nuge, take that off," right? And at the bottom there it says, this is how we would describe pattsun pattsun. So basically, if you do a Google search for this image, we'll see all these images, and you can see it basically describes women bursting at the seams, when their clothes is bursting at the seams, when the clothes is pretty tight. Not as tight as in the comic, but pretty tight. And not always in a good way, so not in a sexy way. Some people try to do that, but even animals can be. You can say, well, this cat sweater is a bit tight, so pattsun pattsun. But here we have a pregnant woman, and you can see that her stomach is also pattsun pattsun. So it's not just clothes, apparently. Anyway, bulging or bulging at the seams is, and the word you would use would be pattsun pattsun. It's a pretty useful word. I'm not sure how understood this would be by all Japanese, but definitely in the Kansai area it would be understood. And of course, panpan is your safer bet. So if you want to say something is swollen, just say panpan des. Right? That's your lesson for today. I hope you enjoyed something. I enjoyed this lesson and got something out of it. And don't be frustrated by your studies. I've been here 28 years, and even I get confused sometimes by the onomatopoeia or the gyongo, giseigo, gitaigo onomatopoeia words. But they're a lot of fun, so keep at it, keep studying, and if anyone has, if you have a favorite gyongo gitaigo, put it in the description, and we can share those. Anyway, there'll be more of these in the future, so thanks for watching, and check out the notes in the descriptions and ways you can contribute to encourage me to make more videos like this. Anyway, that's all for now. Talk to you guys soon. Ganbatte, everybody! Talk to you soon. Bye.